At this time, please like, share, and follow us on all major platforms. Be sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications so that you don't miss us on Mondays, Wednesdays, or Fridays at 5:30-ish p.m. Central Standard Time. As a disclaimer, we here at ASC do not own any of the rights to samplings, songs, or videos played during our broadcast. Also be aware of our adult content disclaimer. Please note that you must be 18 or older to watch or to participate in this podcast. We personally prefer 25 and older because sometimes you're just stupid. The topics and opinions discussed here are for entertainment purposes only. If they help you in some way, that's great. Be sure and leave us a review. If you don't like it, leave. If it hits too close to home, deal with it or leave. We said what we said. Now that all in hearts and minds are clear, please enjoy our show.
When you flash of excitement, lead to a
Sorry, y'all. What y'all got going today? Sierra, Rock.
Shit, trying to get over in the track. These motherfuckers hit ruthless.
You say they ruthless.
They ruthless. They don't care nothing about this big truck. Shit, they punking the hell out of me. 183.
Yeah, because you ain't finna tear up your truck.
Now, I'm not finna kill one of these little stupid motherfuckers who think they bigger than I am. That's what's not finna happen.
That's what you're not gonna happen.
Yeah, I ain't gonna do that, man. These folks retarded.
Sierra, how you doing? You there? She's
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
doing great, doing great.
Hey, Z.
Hey Z,
Hi.
how you doing?
How are you?
How are you? Good. Get out my phone.
Good.
Jesus.
Man, say we've been off the air for a couple of weeks, man. These people been asking about us, man. We definitely back on there. If y'all with us today, please like, share, and follow us on ASC Love Remix. We have moved some days around, so let me definitely clarify that. As of right now, we'll be on Mondays and Sundays. I mean Fridays and Sundays. I apologize. Let me clarify that. Fridays and Sundays. I apologize. Fridays we'll be on with the whole crew most of the day. Today most of the crew are busy, but on Sundays it'll be the fellas on Sunday dinner. So y'all have to catch us on Sunday evenings at 6 o'clock and on Fridays at 6 o'clock. The ladies, we're working on their side on Wednesdays. We will definitely be giving y'all further notice. But we do got a good topic for y'all today. We got a real good topic for y'all today. And I just want to know, here we go. Let's see. Today's topic. Here it is, y'all. The influence we have versus the influence social media have on our children. The influence we have versus the influence that social media have. And I do got a song because today we playing songs and all, and we don't own the copyrights. We don't own the songs, the copyrights in it and shit. But at the end of the day,
Damn nigga got the best head in the world on her. I be ready to hit, put her lips on my dick and she swear on her. She be ready to spit. She in my dick, be passing it, feel like she talking to me. She be telling me shit. Yeah. Go ahead and spit on it. Pull out my dick and she lick on it. I know she with it, yeah, I know she want it. Paint her face like a Picasso. She smoking on me like gelato. I need to say she little bit like mulatto. Lick on the tip and you know that she swallow. IG bitch, come follow me. I ain't tryna do no put on me. I just want face, let me book on this little bitch. Says a little hoe, hold on real quick. See it 3 times a week, don't nobody know that they got it soon as I hit the door. 2 days ago, I got hit at the lows. They know I be on go, I get hit at the store. Who shit gangsta, she don't even care if they look in the car, I can't tell if they know. Girl, get the magnets, let me get my leg out your way. I got manners, I'ma move your hair out the way. She put that bitch out when she see me. She said, my dick, she put this on repeat. She love the top, when she slide with a spit from the dick to her mouth, she a monster. Not my love, she blow over. Put both hands on the dick in the side. Such a little bitch, such a little hoe. I love the way you walk, love the way you talk. Let a young nigga come stay your throat, you choke your throat till I make you choke. Bro, baby, I'm trying to give you hell. Bro, baby, I'm sure.
Rob,
Yeah.
man, that's some of the music that our young kids listen to every day. So honestly, man, we're gonna start off with you, man. How do you feel? What do you feel social media plays in help raising our kids today, and how much influence do we actually have anymore?
I don't really think it helps raise kids, but I most definitely think that you know, if we're being honest, man, I know we always say like it's a parent's job to raise kids, but we don't have the time to put in with our children like that. Everybody got full-time fucking jobs, and if you think about it, your kids is in school more than they is with you, so they have a whole lot of time on their hand to see things and hear things, and if they're not seeing it at home with you, if you make sure they're not watching their most damn show. I know motherfucking well this bitch didn't take me to Walmart. Oh yes it did. That's where I was trying to go. Fuck. I thought I was headed to the goddamn truck stop. But this ain't
So,
even no fucking Walmart I was needing to go to.
so you do agree that being around their friends or something, they're gonna end up seeing the material that's out here.
I mean, yeah, because you can't always be there to monitor what they see on TV, what they're listening to. YouTube is a motherfucker. Um, I'm actually my kids on YouTube right now, and they know how to explore YouTube well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a lot of things if you they can be exposed to, you know what I mean, without just by accident they run across it. But music always been used to curve the minds and the mentalities of people and motivate them. You remember like when they used to have war. 'Cause I'm a history nigga, so like back in the day in war, they would beat them drums in the background to hype a motherfucker up, knowing they finna get a cannonball shot at their ass. You know what I'm saying?
That is true. I mean,
Yeah,
I think
music.
so. How much influence do you think we actually have on our kids? Like you said, we have to work 40 hours a week. We have other things that we're invested in, and so much going on with not just one kid, a lot of kids. How much time how much influence do you think we actually have on our kids anymore?
It depends on your involvement with them. You know what I'm saying? And shit, what type of person you are. You know what I mean? It can mean a lot. A lot of times your influence probably wouldn't even be noticed or picked up on until they're a lot older. Like like uh like my pops. I guess the influence he had on me raising me, shit. I didn't see it. I didn't really start looking at it like damn. That's pops all over again. Like I remember having these lessons and having these conversations and shit like that until I'm up in age dealing with certain shit he was trying to teach me and prepare me for. But when I was coming up, I didn't give a fuck about nothing he was talking about. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Yeah.
I've been there. My dad wasn't in my life, but my stepfather. I tried to be rebellious to a certain degree, but he was a hell of a man, so I had to look at him for who he really was at one point in time.
Yeah.
Back then, when we was growing up, we was before the World Wide Web. So, when we was growing up, we had stuff that we had to worry about, but not as much as today, though, Rob.
Nah, facts. Shit crazy
I mean,
today.
when we was growing up, it was simple. You know what I'm saying? You had to worry about the porn that you found up underneath your daddy's bed. That was it. Nowadays, it's a click away. Porn is porn is right at your thumb all the time.
Nah,
So
you ain't even gotta click on nothing to see porn. You can go to the grocery store and see porn.
why you say that? You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I said, why you say that? You can go to your grocery store and see porn.
Fuck.
I don't think that's the answer he was looking for.
Look at Sierra ass. She got
Oh,
her. So
nah,
she,
man. This shit took a little longer than I thought it would. Fuck my damn clock up, bitch ass niggas.
oh yeah, you got to stay on that schedule. Sierra, how you doing there, sweetheart?
Pretty good. Trying to wake up
Nah,
from this nap.
man, you can go. Look, I'm at Walmart now. I bet you if I walk in here at Walmart, I'm gonna see somebody with their goddamn ass out, some female with her ass out and her titties out, something see through, real nice. You know what I mean? I ain't complaining. She just came from the gym, got them little yoga tights pulled up in her monkey. I ain't complaining. But you know, it's funny when I look over and I see my little dude, I see my little son, you know what I'm saying? He's starting to notice women and shit too. He 8 years old and shit. We walking through the store or something. He look over and then he look at me and kind of give me that smile. I be like, God damn. But
That
still, you
nigga
know,
right there. That nigga right there. Know he know.
yeah, he know like that. She had a line, daddy, but I think I like that. You know what I'm saying? That's my
Yeah,
son.
that. And he even likes it more since he know you like it too.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's fucked
See,
up.
but see, that's just it. But see, also, like you said, you see how he look back to check it out with you though, like that. You still have that influence over him. I mean, some of us are losing our influence over him.
Yeah.
Look, you see one now. Look at you.
Who?
You see somebody walk out the store there.
Man, they just fucked my shit up, man. Damn, I ain't know that shit was gonna do that.
Sierra, what do you think about today's topic? How do you feel? Do you feel like social media is taking a major part of raising our kids today?
It has because parents don't make time for their kids anymore. Yes, I understand you work, but you still need to make time to spend with your kids. But don't let the internet babysit them
And I
because
think I
you have things to do.
so what you're saying is instead of laying around chilling, hanging out with your kids, saying that spending time, make sure that time is spent quality with them,
Yes,
having conversations.
yes,
Well, I mean, with so
yep.
much social media out here, Sierra, what age do y'all have to start watching? I mean, my kids are grown, so I mean, I don't give a fuck what the fuck they look at anyway. But
I don't know.
I mean,
Besides,
my granddaughters are coming up now, so with my granddaughters coming up, I mean, I got to worry about it a little bit. So I mean, yours is younger. What age are you worried about it? Are you worried about social media starting to blend in with your child?
well, because I don't even like let her look at social media. If I'm on Facebook, I don't let her look at it, of course, because my timeline is probably very inappropriate, and she doesn't need to be exposed to that. There's certain music I don't listen to around her because I don't need her repeating it, and I know she watches me like all the time. She is my mini me, so
Mother.
she copies everything that I do. So I have to be careful about what I say, what I watch, and just what I expose her to.
And see, that's just it. When we was younger, it was very easy to keep us from getting our hands on stuff or watching stuff because, of course, it wasn't around. But I'm with Rock. Like, how do you how do you make sure that what they're looking at when they're away from you though? Like when they go to school, other kids got phones.
In kindergarten, I would hope not, but I mean, I can't stop her. I can't blind her. So
Rock,
if
you better
she
tell her
finds out,
kindergartens got phones, don't they?
Ah man, look, tell you,
I heard that.
tablets,
Mhm.
phones, iPads. It ain't even got to be phones. It just depends on the children and they upbringing and they parents. You know what I mean? It's some very young, well experienced minds out here with these kids. They just seen a lot and they've been around a lot. You know what I mean? I literally I know a 3-year-old thug, and I mean that when I say a 3-year-old thug. He gang bang with the best of them. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on who they be around. You know what I mean?
See? And,
You
and
know?
see and see that's just it. Like when I say reality TV can be your front doorstep in some situations.
TV
I
Mhm.
mean,
exposure to a lot of things. Even cartoons. Like those are the first influencers anyway. Stuff like that shape your mind. Like Paw Patrol, that's an influencer to shape kids' minds. You know, they repeat it, they see it, they love it, they enjoy it. You know,
And allowing
and
children
see,
to use their imagination more also influences them to be, I'd say, I guess, more independent. So they won't be easily influenced by other kids. That works for Zaire, but I know most kids that won't work.
okay. Rock, yours are under 10 too. How do you how
a
do
couple
you
of
how do you know that they're not watching inappropriate stuff when you're not around?
oh, my kids only get access to their game and shit. For the most part, like on YouTube, they got parental control. So I set that, and then on Netflix, they got parental control. So I set that they got their own separate Netflix they can watch. Um, and I
What
check
about
in
when they're
on them.
what about
I
when they're
check
in school?
now with their school. Like I said, it all depends on your upbringing, your area. Uh, I started my kids off in a Christian academy. I mean, I had to pay for it. It was more fucking expensive. Fuck man, shit, that's a lot of money. But that's how my kids started off up until we moved to Texas. Then they went to public school here at the in HEB area. So right now they go to a school in Irvin. I don't know shit about this school because I just found out they was going to school in Irvin. But that's all you know. That situation. That's a whole different situation. But so I don't really know a lot about that school. Other than they have to wear uniforms. So
Do you have those discussions like to find out what type of friends they hang out with at school?
yeah. Well, I've been talking to my kids about friends and not being followers since they was babies, and then I got older kids too. So when I talk to one, I talk to them all. Like if we all together, it don't really make no difference what we talking about. I talk to everybody. I don't like I talk to my kids same way I talk to y'all. I don't too much sugarcoat shit, and I just tell them what it is. Yeah, so they know like friends really ain't shit. Like these same friends you have now, you may not have. You they know may not to it. These friends you think you have now that are so important will not be around. You know, to middle school, junior high, high school, go to college, someone gonna go here, someone go there. You might be fortunate to carry one or two friends with you throughout life that you can say I've been friends with since I was a child. And like if you find something that special, that's family to me. Like my partner Dirk, me and him been friends since fucking 99, 98. You know what I'm saying?
That's your
That's
brother.
family. That's my brother. You know what I mean? And I got another partner. We've been friends since seventh grade. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother, man. We're 39 years old. We still been keeping in touch since seventh grade. So friendships like that are special. But for the most part, and I wouldn't know too much like no. I don't say I was like that. Nah, I don't know what the fuck you call it. I don't know. I wasn't say I wasn't no unpopular nigga, but I ain't gonna say I was just a popular nigga either. But a lot of people fuck with me. A lot of people didn't. But I was known. But half the people I used to run with in high school or junior high and shit, I don't talk to half the motherfuckers no more.
You don't even fuck with them.
Hell nah, we might speak. We keep, what's up, man? Good to see you. I had a family doing that shit like that. But we really just be shooting the breeze. It don't be no, it ain't like serious. Like we don't get on the phone and talk. God damn it, you know what I'm saying, for 5 minutes or at a time and shit like that. Uh, it just really now actually social media actually that's the main thing. You know, I really do on social media is just keep up with family that I normally wouldn't even speak to. and just a few, friends. I'm actually friends with a lot of people I grew up with, but we don't even speak that much over social media. So my friends
For real.
understand that. Yeah, my friends understand that. My kids understand that. Excuse me. That as much as you want to think that friends are important right now, and you try to please your friends and all that shit kids be trying to do. I'm gonna give Johnny my car that Daddy bought me because Johnny's my friend and he said he thinks it's cool, so I want to let him have it. Nah,
Yeah.
I didn't buy that shit for Johnny. You can give it for Johnny if you want to. You won't get not a there another. You know what I'm saying? Shit. What did Johnny give you? Nothing. That's my fucking point. He's not your friend. Johnny's a taker.
And,
Shit.
and they don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? What I
Yeah.
mean, when you talk to them like you talk to them, yeah. But when we sit up here and be like, "Oh, that's so sweet," you gave. I understand, my kid being generous, somebody that's in need, but somebody conning them out they got them toys, two different things.
Yeah, nah, my kids already. Like my son was just talking to me the other day. I got a chance to see him before I jumped on the road when I first made it back from up there in Chicago. He was brought by the house for like 30 minutes or so, and he was telling me about a friend that they were trading Pokemon cards or something. And I was like, oh yeah. He's like, yeah, I gave them this one card and they gave me like 10 cards for one card. I said, see, that's why you need to understand what you're doing with them Pokemon cards. I said, they probably gave you them damn 10 cards because they weren't worth nothing. They probably was some
Yeah,
bullshit cards. Why would they give you 10 cards for one?
that's true.
Because it's something about them Pokemon cards. I don't know if they hold any kind of like money value, or
They
do they
do.
do about some kind of point system where like this
They
card
do.
is like got like 900 points and this card is only worth two. But I'm trying to tell my son, if you're gonna be involved with buying and trading Pokemon cards, you need to study and really know what you're doing because you probably gave that one card away for some shitty ass cards. And he was kind of looking at me, and I was like, son, I'm just letting you know. Just letting you know. I said, if I gave you $1 for $5, would you take it? He was like, no. I was like, so why the hell would you give up one card for 10? That don't even make sense.
That's
You get what I'm
true.
saying? Like, who the hell's gonna give you? Who's gonna give you $5 so they can get $1 from you? It makes no sense. That's how I was trying to explain it to him. Like, nobody's gonna give you $5 for $1. So you got to understand, why did he give you 10
He gave you
cards for
10
one?
cards for a reason.
For a reason. Learn what you're doing. Don't just be out here thinking people your friends and trusting them and just doing, whatever, going with the flow. You know, you better learn who you call friends.
So, Rock,
Johnny better try
how old are your youngest ones, Rock?
8 and 6.
And how old is yours, Miss Sarah?
6.
So y'all telling me it starts about 6 years old.
Start earlier than that,
That's
man.
earlier than that,
Influence.
especially during
If
daycare.
Yeah, influence starts at daycare. I was just finna say starts in daycare,
So
and I'm gonna tell you a story real quick before I'm sorry, but it starts in daycare, and this is a problem I had in daycare, and it became a big ordeal because I'm just me. I don't give a fuck about. I don't care that if my son was to grow up and decide that he's homosexual, that doesn't change the fact that he's my son. I love him to death. But right now, at daycare age, he was like when he's like 2 or 3. There's nothing that they need to know or think they know about their sexual preference. So for my son to be in a daycare and they're playing, if he sees all the kids playing with uh dress up, outfits and putting tutus and shit on, he's gonna want to do that because other kids are doing it. That's influence. He doesn't understand that little boys dress like little boys, little girls just like little girls, if that's not what he's being taught at 2, 3 years old. So he's in daycare with teachers, women, grown women now who know better, who are letting all these little boys in the class dress up like the little fucking girls. So when I walk through the door, my son already know daddy ain't going for that shit. he get the crazy look on his face and he want to take that off, you know, hurry up and take his stuff off. And I told him, man, take that off. We don't dress up like that. That's not what we do. And the lady had something to say to me while I'm talking to my son at the daycare. So I told her, I said, I don't think I said anything to one of your children, did I? I'm talking to mine. And you just heard me tell me my son does not dress up like that. Well, they're just kids. They're playing it. It don't mean nothing. Listen, lady, I'm gonna cuss you the fuck out. I done already said what I said. It's my son. I said he don't dress like that. If I'm bringing him to this daycare, you just heard me say my son don't do that shit. So when I bring him here, I don't expect to walk through this door and see him in no fucking dress with the rest of these little motherfuckers. If everybody else daddy okay with their sons doing that, that's on them. You know what I mean? So when me and her having
and that's how it's supposed to be, though. I mean,
right,
I mean, that's your child.
it's my child. Not me and her. She decided she wanted to challenge what I was saying to my child, and my son saying their kids. Their kids are smart, man. They you know easily manipulative. My son know better. If we was at home, he wouldn't have cried. He would have put that shit up and found him something else to go play with. But because that lady saying something and we in public around other people, he want to do the little crying shit. You know, so I had to tell him, man, hey, you can wipe the tears, you know better than that. You know, and
Yeah.
another lady walked by and saw me talking to him and you know, saw him crying and stuff. And I don't know what happened. She went in the classroom and the lady said something, and it became this. Man, I had to talk to the lady over the top of the daycare, like it was a whole issue. Like I may have did something to my kid or something. I said, man, if I did spank my child, who the fuck are y'all? It was a whole situation. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga say, who the fuck is y'all?
Who the fuck are y'all? I pay you bitches, right? I pay you motherfuckers all this money to keep my child. All I'm asking you to do is not put my fucking son in the dress, bitch. That's it. It shouldn't be no argument.
I'm sorry, that was funny.
That's fucked up. Well, Rock was saying, and that's probably how Rock said it too.
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah,
that's
that's
why
what I was
I told you it was a big ordeal. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, I mean, even with our young boys, as far as this gangster rap or whatever you want to call it out here today. I mean, the influence, like you said, I mean, this pants sagging, the want to walk around like you're a gangster and stuff. That starts early now, Rock.
Now it started for me early too. Shit, where was I born in 82? Shit. Uh by the time I was goddamn it fifth, sixth grade, I was Pyru shit. I was wearing khaki pants and flags out my pocket. Every time I went in the garage, I changed clothes before I went to school. God damn it. Cause I wanted
And
to
you know
be
what's
got
crazy? And you know what's crazy as we look back, even though we didn't have as much social media and stuff that they had today, the music and everything back then did the same to us.
hmm
The music back then did the same to us. We heard NWA and them fuck the police. We wanted to say fuck the police too.
hmm
Every time we see the cops, you know what I'm saying? Shit. You hear him talk about creeping on the come up. We want to creep on the come up too. I mean, I just like I said. I mean, but the biggest thing was by the time I was 17 years old, that wanting to listen to what they had to say on the music, that shit was out of there for me. Yeah, nigga, fuck you, nigga. You got millions. You ain't robbing a motherfucking thing. You hear me? You there, Rock?
I'm here.
But I mean, what I was saying was when we was young and we heard all that gangster rap, by the time we was, in 16, 17 years old, that shit was played out to us that we wasn't trying to listen to what them niggas had to say on them songs no more. Because them niggas had millions and shit. Nigga, we was getting cases. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
man, listen. You take man, listen, for real, man. By 16, 17, shit. Nah, I still was,
No, we still was doing our own thing. You know, we still was doing our own thing and out here in these streets, but we wasn't listen. We wasn't. It wasn't the music that was coercing us. Then we was
It
already in
was
it.
we was, yeah, exactly. It was already instilled in you. Like it happens, man. People think that shit don't mean nothing. It most definitely do. Because if you got to look at it, when the drugs in the street changed, the music changed, right? In the beginning, the
Yep.
music was real positive. It was all about empowerment. It was love. It was beautiful shit. But then when the drugs
Yep.
flooded and people start getting poor, people start making music about being poor and selling drugs and shit
Yep.
and then you know people who did do those things realized that it made money. So now they
Yep.
rapping about the shit they doing, and everybody now is already looking up to the drug dealer because while we broke and mama and daddy working all day, the drug dealer been sitting right here and that nigga got on more rings and more motherfucking bracelets and shit than I ever seen in the movie. So like
And,
that's what I
and,
want to
and
do.
not only that, that nigga pulled that fat ass wad out of his goddamn pocket, and he been sitting there
There it
all
is.
day. You know what
There
I'm
it
saying?
is.
That nigga pulled about 3, 4 stacks out of his pocket, and you be like, "Damn, nigga, for real." Hey, Christy, how you doing? Thank you for tuning in. Um, I ain't gonna even lie to you, fool. I grew up right there. You know, my mom was actually, since I was 5 years old, I was in the club. You know, and I do mean in the club. I mean, where a number of prostitutes and pimps and goddamn hustlers at all the time. So I mean, it was the influence. You know, I was from the streets at 5. Streets were for me at 5. As I got older, that's all I ever knew. I was raised in the club. So I mean, by the time 11, 12 years old, when my stepfather came into the picture, yeah, he could try to clean it up, but I've already the vision it's already there. It's already in my head. It's engraved there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I've already seen it. You know what I'm saying? I've already seen the hustlers. I've already seen crack when it first came out and hit the streets in the mid '80s down here. You know what I'm saying? That's when it really flooded our streets. And I was 10, 11 years old then. So I mean, we seen it firsthand. So I mean, it was something that all of us wanted to be. 'Cause all we seen was that dude who just got through selling that little piece of goddamn white rock, goddamn and shit. And they got a wad of money in his pocket.
Then my first CD ever bought for me was Doggy Style.
Oh shit.
Hey, and I was in the 6th grade. I was going to camp. I had a disc man with the headphones and shit. And me and my little partner and shit, he was sitting next to me. I give him one, god damn it. And he had one by his ear, and I had the other. We was sitting like this and shit, because it was on the little headset. And we was sitting kind of head to head, and we listened to Doggy Style the whole way to camp. And we were playing that shit all in the camp, man, because ain't nobody never heard no shit like that. Everybody used to love that little what that nigga used to the song, What's My Name by Snoop Dogg.
Yep.
Yeah, all the little kids used to be What's Snoop Dogg. All the
What's my
kids used to love that
motherfucking
shit.
name?
Yeah.
Snoop
And
Doggy
and I had
Dog.
I had the unedited version.
What, hold up. Hold up. Don't even say that. I'm gonna play you something from our time. Watch this. Let me find this goddamn remote. Where the hell my stuff go?
And
Where
what
my,
the fuck was that
where my
song
remote
on that
go,
shit?
Gary? To the
I'm gonna
TV.
tell you the song that we played about 50 times that weekend, because it's still my favorite song off that Snoop Dogg album.
Who? Oh. Here you go. Say. But so that way you understand the music that
Back in 1989, I wasn't moving keys, I was barely moving dimes. Started coming up, these recognize my face.
I grew up on that shit.
So I wouldn't catch a case.
We want a free base, I got them brothers for your ass. A folder on your pipe and you can have a mega blast. Cash with the stacks, hit it with the pounds. Thanks to them dope being hitting crack bombs. Back in the day, we used to run up saying, Pepsi, what you know? I tell them, keep this back and get the fuck away.
Rest in peace to Pimp C. Rest in peace to Pimp C. I mean, to be honest, that's the music we grew up on.
Listen, 6th grade, and this is my favorite song on the fucking album. And we played this shit the whole weekend camp. No, I don't know if you can hear that shit. Can you hear that shit?
Yep. Say, and people, like ladies.
Alright.
Oh shit, boy, you done say, you done took it back for real.
Look. You need to play that shit because these women forgot shit like this. They think all that shit they're doing nowadays is cool because that's the music now. But this how niggas been talking since the 90s. You know what I'm saying?
Which one is that? Snoop Dogg what?
Ain't no fun. It ain't no fun. And see, they forgot all that shit. So yeah, all that shit they listen to and shit, all that shit is cute. You can shake your ass to it and whop this, that, and the third. Y'all keep letting that shit influence you. And you wonder why these niggas still act the way they act towards y'all. Snoop been saying this shit since goddamn 92, 93. Shit. They done became everything them niggas was rapping about.
This is DJ.
Yeah, play that shit. Hey, boy.
Hey,
this is DJ.
This was everybody. Snoop let everybody know he was nasty in the bitch.
Check it out. No, listen to it. Listen to it.
I had respect for your lady, but now I
take it all back.
Cause you gave me your pussy, and you even licked off balls.
Say, Snoop Dogg went say they went fed on that motherfucker. That whole goddamn album was like I told you, man. Snoop came out and let everybody know he was freaky, all type of shit.
Man, that was the funniest motherfucking shit I ever seen or heard about life. That shit.
And you know, like I tell everybody, like I feel like, but my problem with it is history is repeating itself, but it's repeating itself at work. I mean, it's worse now. It's way worse. You know what I'm saying? The music that's being generated today is nothing like the music that was being generated back then. No matter how much you want to say it is, it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't. I mean, you didn't have Pimp C and them. They might have had beef, but they didn't have beef like these rappers do today. You know what I'm saying? They knew how to stay in their own lane.
They kind of had it all the way around. But you know what? Even then, like for the kids, you know, they had that certain kind of rap. But the kids picked up on all that shit. That's what I'm saying, man. I was a kid listening to that.
Can you hear us?
I had a boring childhood because I ain't heard none of that.
What you say?
I hear Sierra.
I said I had a boring childhood, man, because I had never heard any of that.
You can't hear us, Miss Sharice? Can everybody else out there hear us? I'm gonna have Crystal go check because she said yeah, I could hear it on Crystal's phone just fine. So I guess it might be yours. I don't know. Who can you not hear? Oh, she probably couldn't hear your music at first when you played it. That might be what she was talking about, Rock, when you first played it. Okay, you can hear us. Okay. I don't know. I mean, today the influence is. I just think is way worse. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do think I'm proud of the women for owning up and being happy with their bodies and everything else that they got going. But the women of that genre when we came up, that era when we came up, they was totally
classy.
They was totally they was classy, but I mean we had Eve in them, but they still was classy with it. You know what I'm saying?
Now they don't leave anything to the imagination.
What's her name? I think the freakiest one was Miss Howard. What's her name? What's her name?
Anita Howard.
Anita Howard. Yeah, I think she probably the nastiest one. You know what I'm saying? Anita Howard went hard. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but
you know what?
I mean,
I don't know, because you know what? She talk that shit, but she ain't never show it like.
But you know, Eve had dance tapes out back then. I seen Eve's dance tapes.
She talked that shit, but she never showed it like. Eve was a stripper though. That's what she, her tapes is from. She was a stripper.
Yeah, and I've always applauded her because she worth about $25-30 million a day. And shit, nigga, to go from being a stripper to be worth $35-40 million, whatever she worth, shit, I can't blame her. You know what I'm saying? But everybody has to understand that's not for everybody. The influence that you see out there that some people make it, some people do, but not everybody do.
But you know what? Dancers influence society with women more than they want to admit it. I don't care what they say. Because a lot of these women walk around again at Walmart looking like a stripper, ain't never been on a pole in their life. And you know the rest.
Yeah, and Miss Cherie said definitely influenced by these celebrities, and they got praised. So I mean, the celebrities today. I mean, you're totally right. They're I just don't believe it. True, just to impress the public.
Yeah,
She said they just try to impress the public. You see it, Rock?
Yeah, celebrities do shit. Yeah, I see it. Celebrities do shit to get you to think that it's more than what they is. Keep watching them and shit, and make you want to like say if Cardi B get a sponsor from Mercedes Benz and shit, she only getting that sponsor because all of y'all see what she doing and y'all want to do what she doing, and they know that she gonna influence y'all to follow. That's how sponsorship shit work. You get what I'm saying?
Influence.
Cardi B driving Mercedes. I want to drive a Mercedes.
No, and like track runners and shit, or not even just track runner, basketball players. Michael Jordan gets a Gatorade sponsor. Gatorade might give him $500,000 just to drink it on the commercials 3-4 times a week because he know that Michael Jordan gonna influence all kind of people to drink Gatorade.
Yeah, that's true.
You get what I'm saying? Like his shoes.
Number one seller.
He got that goddamn shoe deal in the 80s. They made him they gave him his own shoe and he over his own shoe. That shit was never done before Jordan. Jordan changed the whole fucking game. And Nike really wasn't shit back then.
But see, those are good influences, though. I mean, you okay with your son wanting to be, you don't want to be a next Michael Jordan or something? But I mean, are you saying cool with him wanting to be Joe Blow on the street?
Yeah, no, it's not even about it being good or bad. It's just about influence being real, and a lot of people, whether they, to me, when people like when people say, well, it's not for me to worry about what your kid's doing, this, that, and the third. That's true to a certain extent, but that don't take away from you being a motherfucking asshole.
Yep.
You're a fucking asshole. Whether they my kids or not, I don't want to see you goddamn doing that shit in front of my damn children. Like, children can be influenced, and we are great examples of that ourselves, right? Because there's a lot of us who will go buy a fucking $60,000 car knowing, God damn well, that bitch gonna get repoed soon. But at least I can say I had that motherfucker. I seen that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we do shit to look like something to the next motherfucker because we were influenced to feel like that's what we have to do to look like somebody. That shit is real. And if we as an adult fall for it, you know kids gonna fall for it because we don't even know better.
Hey, Rock, look who popped their head in the door.
I see her. Look. Hey, matter of fact, I picked up this little thing right here, Miss Arbor. That's what I was telling you about.
What's that?
You pour a little water in it. You put like 2 drops of like a oil in it.
The diffuser for the car.
Man, this motherfucker got the truck smelling like the Embassy Suites.
Oh hell, you rolling man. You enjoy your ride. Hey, Miss Arbor, how you doing?
How's it
Can
going?
you? We're going good. Hey, we today, man. We've been talking about the influence we have on our kids versus influence social media, and let's talk about reality TV also has on our children today. You actually have a teenager, so I mean, you definitely see it a different way. Rock has older kids too, but I mean, Rock's already probably talked to them about all the stuff that they probably see now. You know what I'm saying?
My
But I
kids
mean,
still be fucking up.
yours getting to that area where he's starting to probably, getting girlfriends and stuff like that.
No, we don't do girlfriends.
Hmm.
No,
You don't do what?
we don't do girlfriends at this age. He's 13. No, sir. We're not mentally stable enough for girlfriends.
You're not mentally stable enough for girlfriend.
No, and he's cute. So
They're
he's
gonna take advantage of him.
man. Like he can.
Nah.
He's
See,
smart as a whip. He's the leader in his leadership program. He's in student government. Like he's smart as hell. But you can't tell him
I
to brush
would.
his teeth,
Can I?
take a bath, and put deodorant on, and him do all three in the right order. Like we're
Can
not
I
ready
tell
to
you?
be girlfriends.
Can I tell you this though? But see, this is what you gotta understand though. You can spit all that shit you want to, but you told me so much like Suave. He ready. You can't say he like Suave and say he ain't ready.
I didn't say he's not doing it. I said we're not doing it, meaning I'm not agreeing to it. What he does at school, I will find out eventually. But
listen. No, you won't. My
you got
dad.
to start. You got to start early. I know how I was, and I know what I did in middle school and by 8th grade. It'll come out eventually, but you have to start in elementary school. You can't wait until they're teenagers or
Rock, I wonder what she did by 8th grade, Rock.
Yeah. She was
Yeah,
nasty.
you see both
Goddamn
of us
shit.
looked at that screen.
I was still
Both of us looked at that screen when she said that by 8th
Uh-huh.
grade. What you were doing back in 8th
Hey.
grade? What you were doing?
I was a virgin until like a couple months before I graduated high school, so I wasn't doing that much.
Okay.
Oh damn.
But
Damn.
people were showing interest in me.
Hell, you just got your cherry popped. Hell, I already popped a lot of cherries by 8th grade. Hell.
And I looked a lot older and I acted a lot older than what I was, so I got older attention.
What you mean you looked a lot older? What you mean you looked a lot older? You had titties?
Yeah. I had
That's
titties
what you
in
were saying.
third
Just
grade.
say it, yeah. Just say it. That's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only way you looked older back in any of our times when we was growing up. Shoot.
I had to wear a bra in 3rd grade, dude.
You definitely wouldn't have made it in class with me. 3rd grade?
Yeah.
Oh shit. So what do you think about social media and how do you keep it guarded with a teenager?
We don't do. He doesn't have social media. We attempted to do social media last year, and he proved himself untrustworthy. So we removed social media.
Okay, what about the music? What about the music?
What did he do?
Yeah.
He finds boobs. I mean, they're cute girls, but like he's a boobs and ass man. He really likes boobs.
I like your son.
He really likes boobs. That and
Okay.
he was posting videos on Instagram, and they were stupid, but it was like you're showing people around the house and shit. Like, no sir, that's not what we do. That's not safe.
So time out, because Sharice just spoke for most of y'all women. So let me make sure this clear, because if this is true, everybody before 8th grade, y'all hoe. She said most of us lost our V card around that time, 8th grade summer.
Probably.
Nope.
I believe it.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Because if most of them did, the rest of y'all before that, I want to know about y'all. We're going to talk later.
It don't make no difference if they lose it in 8th grade or high school. After they lost it, they lost it. Them motherfuckers go hard after that first time. Shit, it's over with. You think little boys is bad, little girls is worse, and I don't want to hear it.
No, that's true.
I know.
I lost my virginity in April. I graduated in May, and I met my husband in August or September. Yeah, August. I met my husband in August.
Do you fucking every day?
No.
I'm just saying. You say you met your husband. You know, yeah, shit. I gotta get married. I gotta fuck every day.
No.
But see, I'm gonna be honest. When we was growing up, they told us not to have sex because we were going to hell. That's what they told us. Yeah, that's what they would tell that. Well, I grew up a little bit before y'all still. I'm about 10 years before you, Rock. So I mean, I'm sorry. About 10 years before you, that's what they used to tell us. And then, as I got older, and church started changing and, started getting a little, getting out that old school, that old Southern style. They started letting us know sex was good. That's why you really wasn't supposed to have it. Sex was actually good. It was meant to be between the husband and wife, but if you have it before you get there, you're gonna realize it's good and you're gonna keep on having sex.
I know now. I understand now why we shouldn't. I think they don't explain it well enough. I don't think they explain it quite correctly. But I do understand now why we shouldn't. Because now at this age, you have all of these standards and likes and dislikes, and you can't get into relationships and be chaste anymore. Because I'm not going to marry you if your sex is not good.
Cherie said like after 8th grade, but it definitely influenced me, and that's all they talked about was sex back then. She said, I was threatened by my mama though. She said she was threatened by her mama, that's why she didn't go hard. Were you threatened by your mama, Miss Autumn?
Yeah.
You was? What'd she tell you?
She said make sure I'm not doing nothing because she wasn't going to raise my kids.
Okay, so Rock.
I told her I didn't want her to raise my kids, and I think she hit me.
Now watch this. Now, Sierra, what did your mama tell you?
Your books are your boyfriend.
Your goodies are for your boyfriend.
No, your books are your boyfriend. She didn't know I had a boyfriend the whole time.
Rock, what your daddy tell you when he found out you was getting it?
My daddy took me to breakfast.
See, that's what I'm talking about. It was a totally different conversation by that man. My daddy felt like, nigga, that's what I'm talking about, son. You know what I'm saying? We had a steak and everything.
When my daddy found out he had walked in the room, we were asleep. We had got we was too, I don't know what the fuck we was doing. We had got too high. Was in that motherfucker snugging the house fucking and woke up, we was asleep. I looked up, he was standing in the door. She laying there, I thought I was finna die. He said, put your clothes on, y'all meet me outside. We went outside, he was like, get in the car, and we went to Cracker Barrel. And we sat down and we ate. He didn't even say shit. We just ate breakfast. Me, him, and her.
Cherie said her parents never had the sex talk with me. She said it was more, you don't do it or I'll break my foot in your ass.
My dad had the sex talk with me explaining it. My mom was the one that threatened me. But at that point, she threatened me when I was in middle school, so I hadn't even seen a penis at that point.
Barbara, we came up in a different time than social media is today. I mean, how did your parents monitor what you... how did your parents monitor what you did watch and what you did look at?
Say that again.
How did your parents monitor what you did look at and what you did watch?
They didn't.
They did?
My parents had too much shit going on. See, because I'm adopted, there's a 10 to 15 year gap between me and their kids. So by the time they got to me, they were tired of shit and they were going through their own problems. They didn't like each other. They were getting ready to get divorced. So the last several years, basically all of my high school years, I was by myself. I was home alone. I stayed home alone in elementary school.
And you wasn't fucking?
Nope.
This nigga here.
I was scared.
Where you grew up at? You grew up on some lame ass niggas. I know I shit. You were home alone?
Say Rock, if she stayed across the street from you, she was in trouble, wasn't she?
She's been fucked so many different ways.
I mean, I did lose my virginity to my neighbor, but it wasn't even in my neighborhood. We were at my best friend's boyfriend's house. Like, they were best friends, we were best friends, and we were all at their house, and they were all older than us. Like, it was very illegal. Very illegal.
That is, see, that's crazy. But we always lose our virginity. I lost my virginity to my neighbor. And her two sisters.
And it was a horrible
See,
experience.
because I had no. Oh, go ahead, Miss Douglas.
I don't know who the fuck I lost my virginity to.
She laughed like you see Sharice talking about, hey, I dated my neighbor. We smashed like rabbits.
I remember his first name, that's it. And I remember he asked for a blowjob, and I cussed him out like he called me everything other than a child of God. I thought that was the most disrespectful shit I'd ever heard in my life.
Well, at least he asked you. He could have just put it in your face.
Shit. I would have
That's
went
exactly
to
what
jail.
I did.
Oh no, it would have been fight.
Why?
Like, I never talked to him again after that.
Just because he asked for some head? Girl, you need to go back and get that nigga a blowjob or something, man. You owe him one from way back then, like for real. That nigga didn't do nothing wrong. All these niggas today still ask for head. What the fuck? Ain't shit changed.
Man, you shouldn't even have to ask for head for nowadays, man.
I had no idea what the fuck it was. Not only did I not know what it was, I still had not touched a penis. I still didn't really get a good look at one. Like,
So y'all were fucking in the dark. Y'all were fucking without the lights on.
Yes.
Oh, y'all was in the cloud. Y'all was hiding in the clouds and getting booty and shit, hunching and shit.
No, like I said, he was grown.
Oh.
He probably just wasn't very good at what he was doing, and that's why I was the victim.
Sharice right. Fingers, she said fingers wasn't normal then. Look at Rock. She said back then fingers wasn't normal.
Yes, it was. That was in middle school.
Yeah,
I'll be honest. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I've never been a fan of fingers. I don't think a woman should let a man stick his fingers in there. A lot of men's fingernails are fucking filthy. And if you let a nigga stick his fingernails inside your pussy, it's filthy.
That's why you don't do it with dirty men. That's the first
I be
thing
that
you
bitch.
look at.
These two motherfuckers right here.
She said we didn't suck either. You was a crackhead. So she said if you sucked dick back then, you was a crackhead.
That cap.
Facts.
That cap.
People capping like a mother. People still sucking dick back then. I got my dick sucked back then.
Man, if I got my dick sucked, I got pussy. I would get my dick sucked 6th, 7th grade. I think they're talking
about that 8th grade. I think they're talking about the 8th grade when they lost their virginity. It wasn't like to like at least like sophomore year or something before they start sucking dick.
Man, I don't know, man, but you know they be capping like a motherfucker now. Cause I've been dealing with a lot of females and shit, and I listen. I see a whole lot of them cap and shit, and I just got to sit back and just look at them like, God damn, I know better. I know fucking better. But I can't hate on you and shit.
I married the man that I did that to.
You talking about the first man, right? Okay.
The first man I ever did that to, we ended up getting married. No, that's not for everybody. That still ain't for everybody.
Exactly.
He put a ring on it, but you must suck the. Why? That nigga said shit. She said the first man. That nigga was like, shit.
She sucked the ring out that motherfucker.
You other bitches, I don't see none of you other bitches saying no shit like that. That's some crazy shit. Y'all just sucking dick and shit.
Hey,
she got a ring.
Do you really want to know how it went down? I got the ring, I got the car, I got the house, I got the boat. Nigga, there wasn't nothing I didn't get.
That's crazy.
I don't play games.
That shit.
Oh shit! She said she wasn't playing no. She said when she started doing it, she just said fuck it. She went all out.
No, he taught me.
I don't
So let
even.
me ask
I
you a
don't
question.
even.
If he was your first one, then how was you so good at it already?
He taught me.
Oh,
I
How the
wasn't
fuck
good
he
at it.
teach you?
How did
How
he
did he
teach
teach
me?
you? Yeah, cause I don't. I've always hated that shit. Like, teach me how the fuck I'm gonna teach you how to do some shit I haven't done.
yeah. I mean, I think
That's
they
so
mean teach you. I
disrespectful.
think they mean teach you how to teach you how to actually teach how you want it.
Yeah, it was customized to him, and I mean, obvious. But see, I'm a nerd, so it was okay. Explain this to me. Like, I looked at that shit like a fucking science project because y'all shit do weird stuff. Like, I I would sit and look at it, and I would stare and be like, "Why is it moving on its own?" I,
Ain't
I
this
was
about a bitch?
17. I was 17 and I'd never seen one and experienced it. So, if y'all
You
watch
didn't really
anybody's balls, like when
what,
if you're hot and cold, like you can watch the
should
balls
shrink up,
shrink.
shrivel up.
Like,
Yeah.
that shit was amazing. I just sat there and I sat there and stared like I was an idiot.
So you don't
No, at the
watch that
first
motherfucker. You
school
watch that
dance, I
motherfucker grow
remember.
up.
What'd you say, Sierra?
Oh, that's true. At the first school dance, I remember the first time I felt it rise. I was like, "What is that? Let me try that again. What happened?" So I backed it up through the door. Yeah, it felt to rise again. I was like, "Oh, oh,
So there go
oh,
your
that's what
implant,
it is."
Sierra. Your little ass done felt the penis on you. And you just got excited. Oh my God, what was that?
And then it was really bad. I used to use the internet just to find like guys my age because there were no teenagers in my neighborhood.
Negative
So
influence. Negative
Damn, for real.
influences.
yeah,
Negative
Negative.
influences. All on
So
social
you
yeah,
media.
went to the internet. You went to the internet to look for dick.
I did.
Ain't that about a bitch? I'm so ashamed of you right now, Sierra. Go to the corner right now. Go stand in the corner right now.
You was a little thirsty motherfucker. Hey, see? They be saying we thirsty. They be saying we thirsty, Thomas. They be saying the men is thirsty on social media. Look at that
I
shit.
was good. Okay.
Oh, that nigga say she thirsty
But
in a
see,
bitch.
they
But
had
she was
sites
thirsty.
for that shit back in the day. They had sites for that shit back in the day.
Exactly. There was tag. There was MySpace. There was
MySpace. God damn, girl, you went
No,
way back. MySpace.
I started on ICQ. ICQ and Yahoo chat rooms is where I started.
Hey, what was
Oh
y'all
yeah.
first what Black Planet was my first social media site that I actually used to meet women on and hook up with. Was Black
I
Planet.
never hooked. I never met
Well,
people and hooked up
I was
with at
married for
first.
22 years, and Facebook is it for me.
my first one was
I tried.
tag.
I tried tag like 7 years ago. I like six, maybe about 6, 7 years ago, and all was on there was prostitutes.
Just put some tag. I ain't get on
That
tag,
was before I met
POF.
my first fiance.
I ain't never been on tag, POF, none of that
What
shit, because
is
that's all
tag?
they do. Some like it's supposed to be like a dating site, but them motherfuckers ain't doing nothing but selling pussy.
I've never heard of that before.
I ain't
See,
never been on none of them.
I didn't even. I wasn't big on MySpace. I was already grown with MySpace. My teenagers had MySpace. Brianna and them had MySpace, but I didn't. I had a MySpace page for my coaching and stuff, but I didn't even
Man,
access it that much.
I
when I finally
was
got on
already married
MySpace,
when MySpace came out.
when I finally got on MySpace was ending. Like I had got my page. I had finally figured out I finally figured out how to put the designs on there and shit. I had music playing. I had
Man,
my layout.
Yeah,
I'm talking about
I was on my page decorating it.
my
I spent
page
so
was
much time.
decorated. I had music that would play. I had
and
pictures
wasn't no,
placed
and
up.
wasn't nobody there to see your shit.
No,
And
when
I had
when
my
I finished
favorites
my
all in order and shit. My favorites people were the bomb. Like
let me tell you, I had the song I had on my background was what's the nigga name from Houston, the rapper Slim Thug, I Run. That's the song I had on my background, MySpace. But as soon as I finished everything, wasn't nobody fucking with MySpace. Everybody had just went to Facebook. I was like, motherfucker, if I gotta do all this shit for Facebook, I ain't getting on. It took me forever to do that shit.
Hell yeah. My daughter them had made my shit up on MySpace, man. I used to laugh at that shit. Cause back then all them songs with that you owl shit was in that motherfucker.
Hey, Facebook first started, they had them chat boxes. So somebody
Yep.
would message you, they would send you a chat, and it would pull right up on the screen. And you can have like 5, 6 boxes opened up at one time. And you just have to click the little line and it'll drop it down on you, or you click the little box and it'll bring it up a little
Time
bit.
out, y'all. Time out, y'all. We got Arbor. Are you available? Well, I'm gonna read this comment. Sharif said, "My first time was really funny and serious experience. Now that I'm older, he had a wide bottle dick. It kept slipping out, barely went in. But I was so exhausted from that little 15 minutes. Laugh out loud. I thought I did something. We MySpace, but Facebook was the only place I ever fuck with somebody."
What the fuck is a wine bottle dick? Let that shit slide, man. Because when I think about a wine bottle dick, what the fuck is a wine bottle dick? That motherfucker gotta be thin at the top and do like this. How the fuck is shit like that shit go?
Draw the picture. I want to see it.
I'm trying, yeah, draw a picture or do something, because that shit never funny to me. A wine bottle dick.
Oh shit.
I couldn't let
Boy,
that.
I ain't never heard nobody say no shit like that ever. Wide bottom dick, boy. That's why I told you I had to read that. When I read that wide, I said, "Oh my God, this motherfucker, boy." And then she said it kept slipping out.
So it was
That's a wild ass shit, man.
So y'all normally know what slipping out means, right? Right, Rob?
Say what?
You normally know what slipping out means, right?
Yeah, when it's falling out, right? Yeah. I mean, I know what it means. You know.
He has an arm. He has an arm and hammer. It was huge. Y'all funny. Yeah, funny as hell. Then why did it keep slipping out? Was y'all not? Or you couldn't take it out? That's what it was.
That's what it was.
Nah, man. Listen. See,
the two don't add up, do it? It don't add up when she said it like that, does it? It don't add up.
It do. Hey, look.
She said she was too tight. She said she was too tight.
So it wasn't really slipping out. It just really wasn't going in. Now that makes sense to me. Don't use the word slip out, baby, because you know what I'm saying, you gotta, you know.
Yeah.
It's a lot of room. You make it seem like there's a lot of room in
out.
You got a lot of room in your coochie, you know what I'm saying? They ain't just a good look, but you don't look, you look like, you know. Let me be quiet.
Y'all wild as hell. Hey y'all, man, we have been fucking with y'all for the last hour and 10 minutes, man. It is time for our final thoughts today. I hope we brought some laughter and comedy with what's going on in our society today. We don't knock anybody. Let me first say that. We don't knock anybody. Hey, Meg Thee Stallion, all the rest of them that's making music, they make music that we all love to listen to. She said, yes, it do. It have to watch what you say on Facebook. And don't do me. I'm blessed as fuck. No Arby's here.
Hold on a minute. We ain't finna disrespect Arby's. Some people out here like meat curtains, baby. Meat curtains is acceptable, right? They a beautiful motherfucker. They're like a flower. You ever seen a flower blossom and it open up? That's all it is. It's a flower. Come on, man.
Open that motherfucker like Vito say. Flower.
Open that motherfucker up. Shit.
So.
I tell you, I like to blow them motherfuckers and just watch them do like this and shit.
She said, hey, Rock, she said, thick click, laugh out loud, head ass.
Thick click, ooh.
Stop, you're making him excited. See,
Y'all know Rock's a visual creature. He over there visualizing like a motherfucker.
Exactly.
So y'all, again, man, we ain't knocking none of the stuff that people put out, but at the same time, whether we like it or not, it do control our kids. It do control what we put inside our kids' thought process, and what they want to be one day, and who they aspire to be one day. I used to know that Rock. We used to be our biggest kid. I used to be my kid's superhero when my kids were growing up. I don't know if people still have that in their household. Do you?
Man, I don't know. My kids fuck with me. I don't know about no superhero shit. I don't put myself out there like that.
Well,
I'm
I
an
mean,
example.
we know we really ain't no superhero, but to them, we everything.
They know daddy fuck with them real tough.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
You
they
know what
know
I'm
I'm
saying?
coming behind them. So yeah, we got a
So,
nice little bond.
so Rock, what you got to say to them about social media and how it's influencing our kids before we get out of here?
I don't know, man. I'm trying to picture this goddamn
Click.
motherfucking thick clip with the no Arby's type shit. You know what I'm saying? I've been on that for a little while. Yeah. I'm about to jump in your DMs, Sharice, motherfucker. I mean, Sharice. So don't get to acting funny and shit. You shouldn't have said what you said. I've been on it. Look, I've been on this motherfucking truck almost 2 weeks. Fucking truck.
Somebody has some trouble, boy.
You get on this motherfucking plane. Nah, let me stop talking shit. Virginia eyes.
No, she said no. She don't have a thick click. Laugh my ass off. Oh, she called you a thick click head ass.
Oh, you dirty motherfucker. Yeah, you motherfucker.
I had to catch what she said.
I'm most definitely getting in your motherfucking inbox. Everything thick though. I don't give a fuck. Everything thick. God damn it. Especially right now.
Are you offended right now?
So, Sierra, what do you got to say to people about social media and its influence over our kids?
Sierra, funny as hell.
Earlier I was. Earlier I was gonna say that our generation doesn't have the village effect anymore because we only care about our own, and we need to get that back. And if we get that back, we can have more influence over our kids and redirect them from social media.
Okay. See, my thing, I just don't want, because a lot of people say that, we know our kids and everything, but if you know what your kids are listening to and watching, then you can also see why your kids are acting certain ways. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people miss out on that picture. I am going to drop this subject on y'all while we're here before we get off, because on Sunday when me and Rock come to y'all, we'll be coming and talking to y'all about, can a woman raise a man? And again, we're not talking about in relationships on this one. We're talking about, can a woman raise their son to be a man? We'll be talking about that on Sunday dinner this week. I think y'all need to tune in. Don't come for us now. Come for us on Sunday. Please come for us on Sunday. We got some things to talk about. Rock, that gives you a few days to finish thinking about this topic before we sit down on Sunday and eat dinner and enjoy a good topic, because I think it's something that we need to talk about. I think it's something we need to talk about. Sierra will be somewhere in the background, somewhere around here somewhere, because I'm probably gonna need her help on Sunday anyway. So we're gonna see. But I'm definitely gonna cook some kind of Sunday dinner. I hope Rock can make it back to town so we can all be here together. Swal's supposed to be over this way, but
nah, I ain't gonna make it back till next weekend.
So next weekend, all right. Well, next weekend we're gonna have another good topic for y'all that weekend. Hey, y'all, man, we thank y'all for fucking with us for the last hour and 13 minutes. But Rock is on the road. Rock got shit to go. He got bills to go collect and go get paid. You know what I'm saying? Sierra, she been hiding behind the screen all day. We don't know what the hell she over there doing. Don't ask, because trust me, y'all might get the wrong answer. But we on our way out. Holla at y'all.
Excuse me while I feel myself. Excuse me while